Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Renz Dagz TV, and today I will be showing you how to install the Google mobile services to your Huawei phones. This is specific to the new update, the software update, which is the EMUI 10.1.0. So let's jump into it. So basically, what we are going to need are the files that I will be linking down in the description below, and put that files into your thumb drive. And of course you should have this USB adapter from a regular USB to the USB-C, so you could attach that to your phone and read the files via your mobile phone. So let me show you first the files that we need here. So I have the thumb drive inserted, that's already attached to my phone, and here we go to the files, and this is the iMation USB drive. So basically we will have like two major folders. First one would be the backup folder, which is the Huawei folder, which I already have transferred in our root directory of the USB. So pretty much you know that already. Okay, so the next folder would be the Google mobile services files. So this is where we have all the APK files that we need. So we have 8 of them, and also our required apps to restore the backup, and our quick shortcut maker APK file as well here, which most likely you won't be needing anymore because I already created a backup of it. So once we restore the backup later, we will have the quick shortcut maker already installed in our phone as well. So let me first show you that this method works. I'm gonna show you as well the current version of my EMUI, which I showed you just, when was it, a day ago or 2 days ago. But yeah, that's the 10.1.0 version. And a lot of you guys are actually asking about the installation process that we need for this version, because some actually had no luck of installing it successfully using the previous instructions or steps that I made in our last video. So this is definitely what this is all about. Okay, now aside from, I already showed you the version of my EMUI here, we also have the Play Store up and running, definitely working. As you can see, we have our email, YouTube app, everything is working fine. Alright, so now what I really recommend you doing before we follow the process is to do a reset on our phone. Okay, and don't worry, even if your thumb drive is connected, it won't get deleted. And if you just want to make sure to take it out or take it off, that's fine, it's up with you. And one thing that I noticed, guys, when you try to pull off the thumb drive from your phone, to avoid corrupting the data, make sure that you click on the unmount option here. Sometimes it would show like this, so you won't see that option. So just click on this drop down arrow on the upper right hand of it, and you will see that option to unmount it. So that's just to make sure that your files won't get corrupted, because sometimes that would cause some errors when installing it and everything. So that's just one thing that you really have to avoid. And so let's do this. Alright, now we are going to reset our phone. System and updates, go to reset, then reset the phone, and as you can see I have my 2 accounts there. So that's clearly showing you guys that I have added multiple accounts, which I will be showing you later as well. So let's reset the phone and wait for it. Okay. So just to set your expectations properly, guys, this process may take longer than expected. Okay, this really requires a lot of patience, so you just have to be patient while doing this process. Sometimes you may get it just by doing this process once. Sometimes we have to do it all over again, maybe 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, or over that. We don't know, right? But one thing that I can guarantee you, that as of the moment of this recording, this process works definitely 100%. Okay, so as we go along, I will be explaining things so you guys can follow. And before we start to the proper part of this process, if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, guys, please do help my channel. Subscribe. If you like the video, please push that like button as long as you want. Okay, and then if you want to share the good news to your friends, or if you know someone who are using Huawei devices that needs mobile services, then please do, and I will really appreciate that. So yeah, we're just waiting for the phone to restart successfully, and then we will start the process. And by the way, I have already tried installing the Google services without hard resetting the phone, and it went fine. But you may have a different result, so I would highly recommend we do the hard reset just to make sure. So at this part, we're just gonna set the phone, and let me just connect to my Wi-Fi because we need connection. So this is important. We have to have an internet connection to our phone, so we have to get connected with our Wi-Fi here. Now that it's connected, let's just say next. Later for the Huawei ID. Oops, sorry about that. More, next, skip, no thanks for now, later, enable and continue, set up as a new device, try gestures, I will just X that out, change navigation method for now, finish, so it will be easier for us to do that. Deselect because I don't need that for now, later, and we're on the desktop page of our phone. So now we can go ahead and start. So since we will be restoring a backup copy of our file, the file that I was trying to refer to would be 2 things: the LZ Play, which has that G logo, and the quick shortcut maker file, which we'll be using to fix that login error. So right now we'll need to make sure that our backup copy can be restored successfully. So we will be replacing the backup and restore app on our phone for now. So let's go to apps, and then apps on top, and search for backup. All right, so since we just did a system restore in here, so we don't have the backup app yet. Now we get that from our files, so let's go to our iMation USB drive. Just say later for this one, since we don't need that update for now. All right, so USB drive. Let's go to Google Mobile Services files, and then go to the required apps folder and install the backup 10.1 APK files there. Then let's install it. Install, and done. Alright, now that it's installed, we're gonna need to use that to restore backup. So let's just search for backup like that, and choose backup and restore. Then data backup, here we just say next, agree, and then choose external storage, USB storage, and then here this would be our backup file that we need to restore. And pretty much it should be defaulted already to put a check mark on both. So these are the applications it'll install directly to our phone, and then just say OK, then restore. So it will ask for a password. Just copy the password tip there, which is Renz Dagz TV 2020. Let's see if that's correct. Everything is good. Say OK, and wait for it to restore completely. Now it's done. Say done. And then we're done with that. So let's just go back to the main page of our phone, and then you should see the two applications that was just restored with that backup and restore process we just did. So as usual, we need to launch this LZ Play app. You would know if it's working if it'll ask you to activate. Okay, so that means that's fully working, and then just say allow. And here press on the menu button just to clear your memory first before doing that blue button. So after clearing the memory, relaunch the LZ Play app. Then here you can press this button, and usually it should have just one red on top, and then it'll keep spinning. So just leave that in the background for now. Just click on this little menu button, and now this is the time we have to install the files. So let's go back to our files folder, which is Google Mobile Services files. So first we need to install the APK files from the first one until the sixth one, because that's what we need for now. Okay, so we have 1, allow install, done. We have 2, allow install, and done. We have 3. The third one is the services, which may take longer than the usual APK files we are installing now. So just wait for it, okay? That's the Google Play services there. So pretty much just have patience. That's done, and let's proceed to number 4. Allow, install, and done. And then let's go to number 5. Allow, install, done. And the last one for now is number 6. Allow, install, and done. Alright, now that it's done, we need to log into our Google accounts. And for that, we will be using the quick shortcut application we just restored a while ago. So just launch that, and here just say OK. Then scroll down, look for Google Account Manager there. All right, click on it, and then here just go with the one that says type email and password, and it should say the com.google.android.gsf.login activity, because there's two of them, so don't be confused with that. So it should have the one that says login activity. All right, so just click on it and then say try, and here on the upper right hand, click on the three dots thing, and then browser sign in, say OK, and you will be asked to sign in. So let me first sign in here really quick. Just one moment. Logging into my account right now. Putting in my password. You guys get the idea. You just need to log in like normally. Alright, so let me attempt to sign in. Here we will get this error message, okay? Couldn't sign in, and that's definitely expected. As you can see, or if you can remember, that's actually the error that we are trying to fix here, okay? And then say next just to attempt, and then me personally, I just try to say next a couple of times, maybe max of 5 times, just to make sure that it can get a bite in there. And then just leave it in the background, don't close it, okay? Just click on the menu button here, and then we will be installing another file, which is the 7th file. So look for the one that says Google Services Framework. So that will push that account into our Google Account Manager thing. So let's install it. Just say allow, install, and done. So now let's go back first to our quick shortcut manager file. So it's still at the couldn't sign in screen, and that was definitely where we left it off. So just say next. It should show signing in, and it should just disappear and back to this page. And now we're getting the error prompts, okay? So that's just normal, guys. That's expected, and definitely it's a good sign that that account went into our system. So let's check by going to the settings and user accounts. We should see the Google logo here, which indicates it's on there. Okay, great. Now if you have more than one account, if you want to add some more, just go back to quick shortcut manager, okay, and then click on try again. The same thing, the 3 dots menu, browser sign in, okay, and then here I'm gonna sign into my second account so I can show you. Give me just one moment here. Okay, I'm putting in my password. And then now let's try to sign in for the second account. Okay, do you see that? It's trying to sign in, it disappeared, and then we're back to this Google Account Manager here from our quick manager or quick shortcut manager app. Now go back, don't close this yet. If you have any other accounts to add, don't close it yet, because you will have to just do it again, the same process. All right, so let me show you that other account also was added successfully. Here we should have 2 of them. There you go. All right, so now I'm going to add one more account, because guys, we can only do this adding of the accounts at this point. So make sure you know, if you have multiple accounts, make sure all of them are added at this point, because after the whole process we can no longer add them. Okay, that's just pretty much how, you know, how this works. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm gonna do the try again, and I'll add one more account, and I'll show you if this is also get successfully added, so you would know. And guys, I have tried this a lot of times as well, so before I make the video, I definitely make sure that it's working. So I want, because you know, that's definitely the purpose of the video, to help you guys, any of you there, you know, who needs to have Google services on your phone. So give me a moment here while I'm logging in. So sometimes if you have the two-step verification thing, you know, activated for your Google account, you may encounter this, but this is just normal. But as advised or as recommended as well, it would be best, you know, if you're having issues like, I mean, adding this account, if you have this two-step verification thing, just turn it off. You may have to go to your PC or use the browser to go to the desktop mode of the Gmail or Google account management page, so you can do that. Pretty much, you know, that's just what you need to do. But for now, let's try this. I have tried this a while ago as well, and it's already working fine, so that's fine. I have here the code 562673. Let me put in 562673. Let me just say done, and it's trying to sign in. Should disappear. Okay, it disappeared. Now let me check if that successfully went in. Now I'll tell you. Okay. All right. So this is definitely something that I can't show you here. So let me just try if that works by. Okay. So that's the third account at the bottom, which I just covered with my finger. My, you know, whatever it is, thumb, finger. All right, now we are done adding our accounts, right? So right after that, open our Google Play Store. And by the way, guys, we're still getting this error pop-ups. So again, that's just normal. Just disregard that. If you get annoyed with the sound, you can just turn off the you know, or put your phone on silent mode. And I'll also show you one thing that I noticed. You know, one indicator as well that it's, you know, doing its thing properly is when you get this Google Play Protect is turned on. Okay, just letting you know. Okay, so now we'll open our Play Store app, and here we go. That's working. So now we're not yet done. Okay, we're still getting those errors, and that's what we're trying to remove on our next steps that we're going to do. So now we need an app that we have to install here, which is the device ID thing. Hold on. Device ID. It should be the one from VTech Savvy, and just install it. We need to install that. Make sure it's installed successfully. There, it's installing. You know, it's kind of like doing some erratic you know, thing on the page, like suddenly closes the App Store application or something like that. But just, you know, don't mind it for now. It's just normal. Alright, we have now the device ID installed. So guys, what this is actually a tool that we can use later for us to you know to see if we have this Google Service Framework ID. Because if you notice, if you have encountered before getting an error opening your Google Play app, and then even if your account is already there but it's not opening, it has that code in there, stuck in there, which you can tap on retry but nothing really happens. That is actually if the GSF ID is set to unknown or somehow crash or something like that, which I will be showing you later as better way, so you would understand. But for now, that's just it. We just need this tool here, this little you know important tool just for this ID. All right, now just leave that there. So now that our Play Store is still working, don't close it, leave it in the background, go to the menu, click on it. So we have to uninstall Google Play services by going to apps, another apps there, search for Goo. That's what I always do, by the way. If you see it there, that's fine. If sometimes if you don't have the other things installed, just make sure that you have this show system processes clicked, so all of the Google services related things will be displayed here. All right, but for now we just need the Google Play services uninstalled. Force stop it, confirm. Once it's grayed out, uninstall right away. All right, it's gone. So let's go back to our files folder, and then this time we will install the number 8 APK file. So just install it. It's still the services app, but it's a different version of it. That's why it's showing as modified 1, something like that. Okay, so now that it's installed, we are aiming to remove the error pop-ups there, and it seems like it's still in here. Okay, so we're not yet done in that case. So this is the part where our patience will really be tested. If you want Google services on your phone, I suggest you set your mindset to be more or have more patience in doing this, because it may take longer for you on your end, or it may be okay right now on your end. That's good if you don't have the error messages right now on your phone. Then you can just proceed with uninstalling the Google services again and just install the ninth file, and then check if no errors anymore, and then you'll be good to go. But you will understand later. But for now, if you still have errors like what I have here on my end, then we're gonna go ahead and do something about that. Okay, so let me just close everything out. Let me open Google Play Store, and I still have that pop up there, that errors. So what I'm gonna do is I will go ahead and check my this device ID tool. So as long as you have the ID here, guys, that is the reason why your Play Store is still opening. Okay, pretty much that's just the reason why it's still functioning, but not 100% functioning yet, because we're getting errors. And as you can see, your profile picture would just appear like that. So something is wrong. Okay, now to fix that, we need to remove this ID by clearing our framework's data. And to do that, let's go first to settings, go to apps, and then apps again, look for framework. So this is where this is really important here to show system processes, and look for Google Services Framework. Okay, so what I usually do here is to force stop it. All right, once force stop, click on storage, clear cache, clear data, and then say OK, and all should be grayed out, and go back right away to device ID, or you may have to close it, clear your memory. So you would see here it's showing as unknown, right? So what I usually do is I just keep on closing and reopening it, something like that, until it refreshes. So it should generate a new ID. If not, I will also try to launch the Play Store, which you will see now once it has that unknown or no ID yet generated there, it will show some errors here. Let me see, or maybe it's already generated at the time we clicked on that. Let's close, because normally it, oh, okay, it's already there. So that's the reason why we have the here. Oh, all right, well, that seems to work now. So that's what the goal is, guys. Okay, we should not have any more the you know, the errors popping up, and your profile picture of your Google account should show there. So right, and pretty much this is a good sign, right? We're not getting any more the pop-ups, but let's try. Let me install our Gmail account, or Gmail app rather. This is one thing that I do to test that it's really good at this part. And then let's go with Google Chrome. So basically what I'm installing right now are the applications that uses Google services. So when we launch it, it should not, you know, prompt us any error. So let's just see. It seems like we're getting errors now, so I think we are still gonna need to do some more, you know, steps for this, but we'll see. Let's wait for the installation to get finished for now. As you can see, we're starting to get that error. So in that case, guys, we're not yet done at this point, okay? But I'm still gonna wait for the applications to get finished downloading and install here, so I can show you. So this part here, we just need to repeat the process, okay? If we are still getting the pop-ups that I'm showing you, it's not that hold on one second, it's already installed. Okay, so normally if we have issues with our Google services and open, let's say, our Mate Gmail app, it should show us an error like this. Okay, so definitely that's what that's an indication that I really look for, that we are not yet done. So what I'm gonna do is the same thing. Make sure that this ID will disappear. So we're gonna need to go back to our apps option, go to apps, find Google, and then show system processes, and then let's go to framework, force stop it, and storage, clear cache, clear data, and then clear our memory. Alright, now launch the device ID. It should say unknown. It should usually it takes time for it to generate the ID, So again, patience is what's needed here, right? It's still unknown. And let me show you how it looks like if there's no ID yet. So like this, it's either it won't open, or okay, now it seems to be working. So far we're not getting the kind of errors that you guys are asking before. You know, when your account is just showing there, and then in the middle you just have that green retry button, you know. So let's see if it won't prompt us with any errors. At this point, no errors yet is popping up, so seems everything is going or doing great, but we'll see. Oh, here we still have this error: Gmail is having trouble with Google Play services, please try again. All right, so that's also one indication that we are not yet having a good GSF ID here, which this one is still showing unknown. So we should have an ID that would be generated here, but as of now, nothing yet. So what we're going to do is try again. So again, guys, this video may take longer, so let's be patient, okay? All right, what I'm gonna do is I'll go back to settings, apps, go to or search for Google, show system processes, framework, force stop. Oops, no, just cancel that. I'm not gonna uninstall it for now. But later, if we're still, you know, getting this problem, there may be a need for us to uninstall, reinstall it. But for now, as tested in my previous you know, tests that I did on my end, this is the only thing that what's needed for now. So let's see, it's still showing as unknown, but let's open here. It seems to be still working, but we're still having some issues with our Google applications like that. You know, some of them won't open, some of them will, but it's erratic, so it's not yet really good. Okay, so at this point, guys, if we are getting a lot of problems when just clearing the data of our framework application, so what we are going to attempt next is to go back to the apps first, so we can show you the here Google applications. Okay, now this time what we're going to do is the same with the framework. Force stop it, clear cache, clear data, and then we will be uninstalling the Google Play services. So force stop this as well, and then just uninstall it, and then we'll go back to our files and reinstall that. So pretty much that is our mod 1 here, number 8 application. So just install, same thing. So we don't still have the GSF ID generated, so we need that ID until we get a good one. Okay, so say done. Now let's go to our device ID tracker. Still unknown. Sometimes it, okay, so that's not working. So these are the type of problems that you will be encountering when opening the Google Play. So just don't mind that, just close it. And our problem right now is this, so we're still not getting the ID, so we may need to repeat the process. Okay, so there's the ID now. Let's launch our app store. As you can see, it loads just quick, and we're still not yet in there, so we're still having some issues, and we just gonna need to repeat the whole process here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is the same thing. Test it. Okay, we still have that problem there, so let's go back here. Apps. So again, the result may be different on your end. So right now you may not have any problems anymore, so just do the same thing, open probably YouTube, Gmail app, and see if it's giving you prompts for the errors and all that. So these are the things that we need to watch out for, like that. Okay, so until we have those eliminated is when we would know that we're already done. Okay, so let me do this as quick as I can so we can just repeat the process over and over. Here I will have to force stop, clear cache and data, go back here with the services, force stop it, uninstall, and then install it back. The same thing, guys. It's just the same thing over and over again. And let's see, where's that? Here, number 8. Installing it. Eventually this would work, okay? Don't worry. It will definitely work. Let's see. Still unknown. So if you notice, even if it's showing unknown, sometimes Play Store will still open, but again, this one here, it seems to have that okay now. Let's check. We should have the ID here. There, right? So that's an indication that Play Store should open just fine. And let's just check if we are no longer getting any problems here with, let's say, opening the Gmail. There's no prompts anymore, so let's just try to reopen that later. Let's check with YouTube. It opens now just fine. What else? Chrome. Let's see if it will detect our Chrome unless update. It requires to update, so that's fine. We're gonna need that anyway, so let's see. But so far everything is looking good. We'll see. As long as we don't have the error saying that we need Google services for it to work or something like that, and we're good. Okay, especially with the pop-up error messages here, so everything shows cool, no error pop-ups or something like that. YouTube opens without problems. Chrome just need update. That can be done later, by the way. Let me check what else. Let me just refresh. Maybe it's not yet done with the update, or it can't do the update for now, but as long as we don't have the error message there. Oh, okay, there you go, it's working. As you can see, there you go, it's detecting now the account. All right, so it seems we're good. So that's the thing that you need to be mindful about. So we have no error prompts going on. We can now open the Google services related applications like our email, YouTube, like as you can see. Okay, now the last step is to uninstall again. Let's just open this just to make sure. Open Play Store like that, leave it in the background. Go back to settings, go back to apps, and then search for Google. Okay, uninstall this right away. Okay, at this point that we are no longer getting any error prompts. uninstall that right away. Just say deactivate and uninstall. Okay. Once removed, go back right away to your files, USB drive where the files are, and we are now on the last APK file. So just install that. Once it installs, make sure to restart your phone right away. Okay, installing, and hopefully we won't get any errors, because if we do, we have to go back to the same step over and over until we get this done perfectly. Okay, it's installing, done, and then now I'm going to restart it. Okay, restart it right away, guys. And I was not getting any errors, by the way, so but we will see. There are times that, you know, after this last step and we restart our phone and then we get errors. I know it's kind of frustrating, it's kind of annoying and all that, but again, this requires a lot of patience, guys. Okay, but guaranteed eventually it will work. So just keep in mind what I have explained. I did my best, definitely. I hope that was also, you know, helpful on your end. So let's cross fingers, guys. Okay, cross fingers. All right, look at that. Let me just see if I still have my accounts here so I can show you. Woohoo! We have all our accounts in there, and so we're no longer getting errors. Let me just, and it seems like we are getting errors here, but let me just check, let me just review if that is indeed a problem. Oh, come on, guys, it's a false alarm. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but again, as I have explained to you, this may happen. Okay, definitely it just happened. So what I'm gonna do is I will still try to, you know, reverse the process and go back to the previous step. So what I'm gonna do here is, by the way, without, okay, we still have, we have that message again. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have to go back to settings, apps, Google, and uninstall Google services. Just uninstall it right away. Okay, that's definitely what's causing, by the way. If you notice, guys, if you if you uninstall that Google services, you should notice that no errors will be popping up on there sometimes, but at this point it does. So basically, what we're gonna need to do now is go back to files. So with the last step, if you are not getting the errors anymore, then just, you know, you're done basically. You know, you're good and you should be happy about it. But in my case, at this point it's not, but I have already done this again just to let you know successfully before I made this video. So this video right now may just take time, but this is just for, you know, for you guys to see exactly what the possibilities are, what errors you'll be getting, and what you need to do. So in my case, I'm gonna show you what I need, or what I will be doing here, so you would see. Okay, so we just uninstalled the services, so we just need to go back and install this Google Play Services mod 1 here, the number 8 app. Install it and wait for it. I was about to jump all over, guys, but you know, it happens. let's see, device ID, we have a GSF here, we have an error, so that means right away that we're no good with that yet. Okay, as you can see. So let's try to change our GSF ID. Go back to the settings and go to apps, show system processes, and search for GUI. Look for framework, force stop it like that. Storage, clear cache and data. And then if you want to uninstall Google services again, that's fine, which I will be doing here as well, just to make sure that it regenerates the GSF ID. So I will reinstall that. So basically this is just the step you need to repeat, God knows how many times, but it'll definitely work. Let's see, where's that? Here, the mod 1 number 8. Install it. Done. So now we'll see, we'll just attempt to launch right away the Play Store. Maybe it doesn't have the ID yet. Let's wait. It really takes sometimes longer to regenerate the ID. So I'm just gonna try to launch here. This is one of the errors that you guys are asking for. So it's just definitely the same cost, which is the ID, since we don't have the ID yet generated here. So that's one of the errors that I was actually wanting to show you guys, because a lot of you are asking actually what to do. So we'll see. Eventually, as soon as we get the ID generated here, it should work. And as usual, we would look for what we need to look for here. So we don't have yet the ID. We have already refreshed a lot of times already. So that case, we need to go back to apps, then look for Google, show, framework, stop, storage, clear cache and data, and then now we'll see if that will work for it. Again, you can try to uninstall, reinstall the Google services APK file as well. That's up to you. This one seems like the framework ID is generated since we're getting the error, but it's still error, by the way, so it won't matter for now. But I'm just refreshing this for the sake of showing you guys. It's not yet in there. Google Play Store will still have the same error, so that's definitely not working for now. So what I'm gonna do is the same thing. Apps, GUI, mobile services, no, show system process, framework, force stop, storage, clear cache, clear data. Okay, back, and then let's go to services, force stop, uninstall, deactivate and uninstall. Then let's just reinstall that. So that's number 8. Allow, install. wait for it. Now let's see if we have an ID here. Sometimes there's just a delay though, but we're just gonna need to, you know, try to launch back and forth. Okay, GSF is generated, but we still have error, although it's gonna work because of that, right? But that's not what we're looking for now. Okay, so basically we still gonna need to repeat the process. So let's go back to apps, Google, processes, framework. As you can see guys, as I've explained to you, this may really take time. It may, you may get lucky, yeah, doing this on your end, so that would be really great. But if this happens, then we really just have to, you know, stretch more of our patience. So let's do this. Force stop. It may take a lot of attempts to force stop this thing here. If not, we're just gonna clear cache data and then just uninstall the services here. Okay, alright, and then let's install it again. And there may be times as well that we may need to restart our phone. So let's try 2 more times, and if it's not gonna work, let's restart our phone. Okay, this is just something that we can do and see if that would help. Here, same thing, installing this. Okay, now we'll see. Device ID still unknown, but we're gonna attempt to open this anyway. Nothing. Just close them, reopen, close, reopen, refresh, attempt to open it. Seems not a good one, although this should already generate the ID. If not, maybe that also may be the case. So there's 2 things, either it's a bad GSF ID or it's just no ID at all. That's why we are, even though it's working sometimes, but you know, as you can see, as I explained a while ago, this is what it's gonna look like. So that's a bad one. Let's try again. Okay, shall we? So apps, Google. If this attempt now still won't do it, then we will restart our phone. So hopefully the battery will still be able to endure, but yes, it seems like so. Force stop, uninstall, then clear cache, clear data, force stop, okay, close, then we will install again, mod 1, allow, install. We'll see if we get lucky this time. Unknown. Most of the time it really, you know, have some delays generating that ID, so just need to wait. Really have to have a lot of patience for this. There's still error, so same thing. This time I'm just gonna do a hold on. Need framework here. Framework. Just force stop it and clear cache, clear data. Let's just try if that would help this time. Sometimes that's just what I do, but if it's not gonna generate any ID, then we'll have to uninstall the Google services. So it's up to you guys, you know. That's something you have to explore and see what works best for you and your end, something like that. But for me, that's what I usually do. Let's see if that works. Okay, it's a good sign. Now we'll uninstall these services. Let's uninstall it right away and replace it with the one which is our number 9 APK file, and then we will restart it as soon as this one gets installed. And then again, we're gonna cross our fingers and see if this will give us good luck this time. Okay, done. We'll just restart it. Restart it. Okay guys, we'll see what will happen. Not sure how long this video would take, but definitely this is a good example of, you know, how you do it on your end. So I could probably just cut off the video, but you know, this is for you guys to also experience you know, what you would probably encounter on your end, and so you get probably ready if I may say. But hopefully you won't, you know, get this type of issues and all that, but you know, we'll see. As long as we won't have any errors popping up. That one is just for my account, so that's fine. It's not really an error with Google service or something like that. Okay, will our email open? It does. YouTube app, it is opening. What else? Google Chrome, it's opening fine. Let's try to install you know, anything here. Let's say here I may install this. Is that installing? Okay, that works. Of course, we have Facebook, we have the Messenger, Shopee. What else? I guess that's it for now. That's the applications we are going to install for this test. This is working. This as well. So that's good. Especially this one here. As you can see guys, it has my profile picture showing, so it's just, you know, it's just with me guys, okay? I'm not sure with you if you would agree, but that's what I just look out for. That's just one thing, okay? Aside from the errors popping up and all that, but this one is cool. This is definitely what I'm looking for, and we're not getting any errors. And let's just wait for the applications to get installed successfully. I may install like our YouTube studio. What else? I think that's it for now. I'm just waiting for that to get installed, and then we will restart our phone one more time and see if it still works great. If it is, then we're done. If not, then I would, continue doing it just for you guys. So, this is definitely for you. That's why I made this video, because that's just what I want to show you. All right, this one opens up fine. How about this? No errors whatsoever. Close them all. So this time it's working fine, as you can see. So that's what I just what I've been explaining to you guys. Okay, eventually it will work, and as you can see, it did work, right? So let me go ahead and restart this one more time, and then check for any errors, any issues and all that, and then if everything's good, then I would also explain to you what else or which ones you can just uninstall or leave on your phone. So let's restart the phone here. Okay, restarting. Alright, it's a good sign, guys. So I'm really hoping that as soon as you try this method, that it should work in your favor, of course, so you won't have to experience that things that we encountered with this process that we just did, that I just showed you guys. So of course, that would be great, right? And as you can see, it's working. Everything is working fine, guys. From the email, YouTube app, no errors at all, no prompts and whatsoever. So yeah, now to finish this, first you need to remove this LZ Play app, because you will no longer need that. So you can access that via settings, and then go to apps, and let's see, it should be at the bottom there. So have that uninstalled, say deactivate and uninstall. Okay, and then eventually you should say it's removed or uninstalled, like that. All right, now for the other applications here, it's not really gonna harm your phone, but if you don't want to use it, or if you don't need it anymore, then you can just uninstall them. So in my case, I have, I can just reinstall it. I mean, I can just reinstall these myself anyway. So I'm just gonna remove this, since I'm not gonna be using that for now. This one as well. By the way, before we remove this, so here's our GSF ID. Alright, so thankfully it did have a good one generated this time, and that really helped us a lot. And this is our Google Account Manager app, which of course we can still open that, attempt to log in, but as I have explained to you, from the first few steps where we could log into your Google accounts, that's just the only time that you can add your Google accounts here. Otherwise, you may have to repeat the process, unfortunately, for now, because that's really how it works. Okay, so guys, here I will also uninstall this, and everything is looking good. And so hopefully this video helps you, or help you if you have done this already by now. And please do support my channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do click the subscribe button. Like the video if you like it, please, until that like button will crash. It's up to you. and then make sure to turn on the notification bell as well, so you would get updated with my latest videos and all that. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your support. I really love you guys. Thank you very much. See ya in my next videos, and peace. Bye now.